I'm an Ivy Leaguer. We're here in Boston. I'm sitting next to a guy who went to Dartmouth College, has 3 degrees. 3 degrees. You guys remember me being in Tampa? I did 60 days on the streets with my dad. And we saw a lot down there. Now I'm back in Boston and trying to meet the right people. And I'm sitting next to a guy who, his intelligence level is way beyond mine. And we gotta hear what he has to say. I'll just show you the backdrop real quick. We've got some crazy people, and we're both sitting here talking about it and laughing.
Are they out there again?
Yeah. They think it's the end of the world tomorrow. They think they're all gonna die. I mean, maybe it'll be quieter if they all do, but...
Oh, the protesters are... What are they, warning?
Warning against the end of the world tomorrow. I think it's a ploy by Budweiser. 6 o'clock tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, at 5 o'clock I'm buying 5 Big Macs. Man, who cares about my cholesterol? Life is over.
Brother, you gotta tell them the story, man, about where you're from.
Oh, one?
My buddy's from Cleveland. He's
Cleveland, Ohio. I came to Boston to start a new job. When I got here, it was given to someone else, and they didn't tell me. So now I'm staying in a homeless shelter. I've been looking for work since November. And I've come close several times, but they usually want someone younger and probably not black. But I don't know about that. I can't definitely.
Never, not in Boston.
But in Boston, it's not a surprise. But I'm finally getting some responses to my resume, and I got 14 voicemails on my phone right now. And hopefully, some of them are job offers. So
now you have a PhD in aeronautics, physics,
and a master's
PhD in physics
from Dartmouth College, and a master's in electrical engineering
from
Purdue University.
How does somebody who has that end up? It's blown me away. Dartmouth.
It was the sacrifice I did to take care of my parents. And one of the problems was when my father died, my house was going to be foreclosed. So I had to liquidate everything I owned to save the house because my mother had Alzheimer's. And the last thing she needed was to buy a new home or find a new place, but she didn't know where she was at the time anyway. So I said, they paid my way through school. If it takes 10 years, I'm going to make their final years safe and comfortable. So I sacrificed everything I had. All my electronic stuff, my car, all my savings, and I paid off the house. So when I settled their estate, when they passed on and they sold the estate, I was set to go back to work. Then the economy tanked. And that's what happens.
You see that? So you think it's...
Yeah, where I used to work, there used to be 30,000 engineers. I worked for Lockheed in California. Now there's 3,000. So where are they going? Boeing's laid off, Northrop laid off. So where do we go?
I had a friend who worked for NASA in Texas. He got laid off too.
Yeah. I applied for a NASA contract when I was in Cleveland. And then the contract was canceled. That was like 3 months ago. So it's just simply bad luck. And when you have no money, it's very difficult to start over.
Yeah, it is.
And frankly, staying at the shelter has been an experience I don't want to repeat ever in my life.
For a lot of people too.
So I'm hoping to find something very, very soon. And I've gotten some contacts. So I'm very hopeful. I knew it was going to be tough in the winter. No one hardly hires in the winter. And now that warm weather's coming, things are beginning to happen. But it's frustrating. I had a position here teaching at a school near Northeastern, teaching mathematics for 6 months, or 4 months. They only offered $1,000 for the 4 months. Can't live off of that. Another company in San Francisco begged me to come out there, a startup company. They're developing a product, which is great. And I've done that before. They only offered 15 hours a week. I said, in San Francisco? That's the most expensive city in the country outside of New York.
Thousands to rent there.
They said, well, you're going to have to come out here on your own or interview out here with someone else and hitch a ride. And I went, go away. And I just hung up the phone. So with the economy this bad, it's difficult.
What about Cleveland? That's where you're from. That sounded like a nightmare what you were telling me.
Cleveland's a ghost town right now. There was a time where Saturday morning there's this area in Cleveland like this called Public Square. It's the main, it's not the only shopping mall in Cleveland. It's pretty much like that, like the Copley Place Mall over there. Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, I sat in the middle of the intersection, just like here, and there wasn't a single car on the road. I mean, north, south, east, and west. Nothing.
I couldn't imagine that. Like, you see all the people in the cars here, to have this downtown
This is a
area
work
just be a
thing.
ghost town.
And I started thinking, if there's a tumbleweed going by, we're really in trouble.
Oh man.
But it was just nothing. It's just the stores. Every time I go to the mall, it's all different stores because they all close. Because I see these people and they're just standing there and there's no customers.
And the politicians aren't doing anything about it.
They just get reelected, get their big salaries, and they sit there and do nothing. Our mayor tried to get the Democratic convention. They were one of the nominees for the sites for 2012. And I was there watching him, and he was giving them a tour of Cleveland. And it was so embarrassing because he could offer nothing. We don't even have any hotel space enough for that. So I came here, I was going to start that new job. I was really hoping for it. Didn't happen.
Would you be up to hear from people if people want to get a hold of you to offer you jobs or anything, writing? Would you be up for that at all?
Sure.
Have an email or a phone number, a way to contact you?
Oh, hundreds. Not hundreds.
Okay.
So you want me to tell you now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The one I use, most popular, mjnomad@yahoo.com.
mjnomad@yahoo.com.
MJ's my initials, Maurice. And Nomad, I move a lot. So you can reach me there at MJ. And I'm not looking for top-of-the-line aerospace. I've been out of the business for a while. One of my problems is I'm so qualified, I scare people away. Being a big black guy, I scare people away. But I just want a chance. Science will be great, teaching will be great. There's nothing greater than teaching. Teaching physics will be a blast. So I'm available. Let's see what happens.
This guy is hardly scary and very, very friendly, and the knowledge, he outweighs me tenfold when it comes to intelligence on things. Very well spoken. Get in contact with this guy. It's unbelievable the people that we're meeting out here, like at Boston Homeless. The friend I'm about to go meet can put together a website through HTML like that. I can't comprehend why in this country, as great as it is, people with PhDs are in shelters. What? I have nothing else to say. Brother, thank you so much.
I appreciate the assistance.
Absolutely.